we take a peek behind the curtain as we celebrate 7 years and 300 episodes on episode 300 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast. Hey everyone, welcome to this momentous occasion. Yes, this is episode 300. I am your host, Lee. I have been here for pretty much all of the episodes at this point. I think I've only missed one. And I think that was when Darren did Walk the Walk with Seth of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, because at the time we hadn't visited and I didn't want to know anything about it.
Yeah.
So joining me is my long-suffering wife, Mrs. Tracy Malaby.
Hello, everybody. Yes, long-suffering.
You've missed... probably double figures, I think, at this point.
Probably about a dozen, maybe.
Because I've done like Producers Club roundtables and that sort of stuff, yep.
And I get sick and you don't, so...
No, that's true.
Yeah.
And then joining us from Tampa, Florida, Mr. Darren Schmidt, Darren, did we agree that your first episode, like official full episode, was episode 16?
I think so.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was here for most of it. I took some days off there, here and there.
But for the vast majority, yep.
Yeah.
And rounding out the hosts coming out. Actually, I don't even know where Chris is from. I know he's from Florida. Chris, where are you from?
Parts unknown.
Somewhere in South Florida. Fort Lauderdale, let's say.
I was actually thinking about it today because I thought Chris is still a fairly new member. He's actually coming up on 6 months at this point.
No way.
Wow.
Oh, we need to stop going so easy.
His first official episode was the first episode of this year when we did our look back on last year.
Wow.
So January, February, March, April, May.
Yeah,
June,
we're off with you.
A month off 6 months.
Wow.
I only missed a couple hundred episodes, so not too bad.
Better late than never.
Yeah, right?
Because that's going to be the interesting thing. I wanted to start, the idea of this episode was to go, for everyone listening, it will be unedited. It will not be uncensored, but it will be unedited. Because we thought we'd let you into all the crap that goes on behind the scenes. Now, anyone who has been listening for a long time will have potentially heard some bits and bobs when I've put clips in that should have, or I thought had been edited, but hadn't been edited, and then listening back to the show after it had gone out, and there's one where Tracy couldn't speak because her mouth was too dry, and there was quite a few swear words came out, and then she toddles over to the kitchen sink and gets a drink, and I was like, oh my God, she is going to go mental.
I'd forgotten about that one.
Yeah, I don't forget about stuff like that.
That wasn't a good idea, reminded me of that one.
Like, obviously, Darren, you've been part of the show for the vast majority of it, and Chris, you're the one that's kind of sat in... How long have you been listening, Chris?
I want to say 2 years now, maybe.
So you've sort of had time to get to know the show as a listener, and then been thrust into the deep end as a host.
Yes, absolutely.
What has that transition been like for someone who's never done a podcast before? No.
It was interesting. I mean, going in there, being on one side of the speaker to the other, where you're in front of the microphone, it was a completely different experience altogether. It was every week waiting to see what the podcast comes out with, to coming in and actually, giving input on the podcast. So
going, oh crap, no, I'm still doing that.
I mean,
I have no idea. No, you know what? It was listening to people going, oh man, I would say this. And then you get on the podcast and you completely like screw up the entire thing. Like, oh yeah, now I get it.
Because Darren,
that's why I don't listen.
Because you're a self-confessed kind of shy person, Darren. How has it been for you?
Interesting. Yeah, it's easy doing the podcast, like day to day, no problem. But it's the interviews. I think that's really what gets to me big time.
Tell me about it.
I think we can remember a couple that I was supposed to have the lead on that I had to throw the ball really real quick on.
Laura Wallace springs to mind.
Yeah.
It happens though.
Sorry.
It happens because for me, I forget that I'm actually interviewing, and I get so engrossed in the stories and listening that I forget that I'm supposed to be asking things and prompting them and guiding them along. And I'm just sat there going, wow, that's so cool.
No, you're not, because I always sit there before every interview, and it doesn't matter who it is. And like, right, I'm going to throw up.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And
It
then
really
because
is.
you guys are the sort of the quiet ones in the background, it's always been
No,
left to me
no.
to introduce.
What's it mean? What?
Like when I'm ringing, because I'm the one that's making the
Yeah,
calls. And I'm
You-
like, oh
you
my
came up
God.
with this great
And
idea
I
to
know,
do this.
I know.
It's
And
your
every
fault.
time I do a big interview, I think, why do I put myself through this? Because it stresses me out. And it was, Tracy's always sits there just going, they all crap like the rest of us.
Well, they
They're not
do.
special people. They're just people. And the dawn of recognition was when we sat, and it was episode 60.
They are special
It
people.
was, yeah,
Don't
but
say that.
you know what I mean.
I just happen to make everything you love.
Yes.
Yes.
It was episode 63, halfway through the interview with John Murdy, when he was talking about being on the set of Back to the Future as a child because his dad worked on it. And I saw the dawn of recognition on Tracy's face kind of go, oh my God, I've just realised we're actually talking to someone relatively famous. And she just mouthed, oh my God. I was like, see?
Yeah, but it's back to normal after that.
And now I'm like that every interview now. And I think I'm like Samson. If we ever sit down to do an interview and I'm not nervous, I'll be like, oh, this isn't going to go well.
Yeah, definitely. And then going to the media events and then having to do it in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was like a whole nother level to that. But especially at Horror Nights, the people that work at Universal are really good at what they do. So they can work around you to get their message out, definitely. So
Excellent.
you can thank Mike Aiello and everybody for still delivering good interviews in spite of me, I would say.
Yeah, because that must be hard for them as well. Because like obviously we've sort of got ourselves in a position now where Universal are coming to us with interviews, like the last one with Blake Braswell. And they must have done those interviews God knows how many times.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how do you ask questions but not ask the same ones that every other media outlet's going to ask?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's tough, but they are, like, everyone we've interviewed so far has been so nice.
Oh, they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had a bad one yet, I wouldn't say.
Chris, have you been on an interview yet?
I did. I think we did one, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now.
Can't think who it was.
It was for the port of entry, right?
Oh, Adrian Gorton.
Adrian.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he was.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Wasn't taking any lead on that. I was just kind of in the back.
Yeah.
But no, like I say, most of them have been. And when you talk about your theme park rock stars, we've interviewed some of the biggest ones. Like you say, Laura Wallace, Mike Aiello, John Murdy, and then the up and coming.
Michael Roddy.
Yeah, Michael Roddy,
Yeah.
Charles Gray.
Yeah.
People who are working in the parks now. They're the big ones because it's like we're doing this interview. PR are sat listening to us and like, oh my God, it's like as if I don't need any more pressure, as if I need any more pressure on me than that.
But they're all so nice. And the PR team, and even I've forgotten his name, the recording guy.
Bob.
They'll have a few words as well, and they're all so lovely that it does make it a lot easier, especially as it's repeated over and over again, because then it's the familiarity. So it's not. I can't think of the words. It's it's not like you're fighting as much for it because you've already taken those steps with these people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I always feel guilty that when we do these PR ones, that you guys, it's always at a time when you guys aren't available. And I think that's what gives us a different edge, that it's mine and Tracy's dynamic, and it does make it slightly different.
Yeah. It's good from time to time too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 7 years and 300 episodes at this point. I'm going to throw it around the table a little bit. Darren, how has your life evolved in the last 7 years since doing this? And how, and then sort of like the parks. I don't want to get too much into detail of how and the parks have changed, because as I said before we started recording, we've got a question in a couple of weeks that's digging into that. But
okay.
How much has it affected you? Because you've been going to Universal since '93 anyway.
Yeah, not much. I just, nothing much has happened. I just do the show every other Monday, and that's about it. No, I know. Let's see.
That's a wrap for 300. Thank you.
Let's see. I went from falling up escalators.
God, yeah.
Yeah, that's what got me on the show to begin with, right? Pretty much. Went from that to meeting my girlfriend of now 4 years. directly threw in because of the podcast, and it's pretty amazing. It's affected pretty much everything. Even when down to the little things, like even like picking where we were going to live. It's like, okay, is this place quiet enough? Like,
yeah.
On Mondays, is it, can you hear too much? For the most part, it's been okay. But yeah, I mean, like you actually do get to thinking about stuff like that when you've been doing it this long. So,
Darren, I have to ask you, falling up escalators. What's that about?
Well, my niece went running up the down escalator, basically, and I went running up behind her just to make sure she didn't fall down, and then I fell down. And this was like at the very top of the parking garage, like the last escalator to the roof, basically. So we just had to make a judgment call, and the judgment call was like just tie my leg up in a t-shirt and go to the hospital, because like going down to the security or medical was too far away, basically.
It was a spew.
So,
yeah.
You sent us a spewing about it because they gave you another ticket, even though you couldn't go back. Yeah.
Exactly. It wasn't their fault. Yeah. So I ended up getting 13 stitches in my knee, and it actually branded me with an E at the time because the way the teeth of the escalator hit me, it actually left an E-shaped scar there. So it just let me know who did it for a long time afterwards. So sometimes I go to Universal and just stare at it. Just bring a flask with me and I just stare at it. And I hobble off. But that's the story of the escalator incident.
Cheers.
Yeah, they were really cool.
Yeah,
about giving me a free ticket, everything going back, even though.
But that's good. What about the parks overall, then, Darren? Obviously, you've been going probably a lot more than all of us have at this point.
Yeah, especially for a long time. Nina and I, that's what we were doing. She was living in Orlando, and I was going up there basically every weekend. So we were going to Universal every single weekend for a very long time there. We kind of cooled off on that. We've got a puppy and everything recently, so it's harder to get out there at the moment.
Life.
Yeah. But judging by what's been going on lately, it's probably better that we're not there. One, because I'll gain too much weight at Voodoo Donuts, and two, I'm serious, So
but yeah, you look at that. Well, I'll get into it a bit. Cheers.
What?
How 300 episodes in 7 years you've had to put up with?
Oh my!
Most of it, really.
God. If only the listeners knew. Well, it has actually impacted probably every part of our lives because, well, I don't think we have much other conversation. To be fair, if the show ever ends, we get divorced because we've got nothing to talk about.
Well, we will, because we'll probably still watch Tim Tracker videos every night like we do now.
It just seems to permeate.
It's difficult,
everyday life because it's so much part of us that I'm walking the dog and I'm thinking ahead and and I'm thinking about things that are going on, and also trying to persuade you that we should be going back this year.
Look, for the record, I even priced up coming out that last week of October again, like we did for 2015, and it was like, oh my God, it is so tempting. The money sat there, but realistically, we have to be sensible.
Sat there, just saying. Sensible. You can be sensible when you're dead.
Yeah, but being dead might be sooner if we spend
That's
that money.
Okay, you're insured.
When you wish upon a star.
That's not going to help. That's Disney.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it is. It's just. I mean, we were talking a few weeks back about potentially moving house, and the thing for me, not that we are moving now, but the thing for me when we do look for another house is, can we still afford to go to Florida?
It's weird. That's always been the talk.
Because for us, there isn't no other holiday destination at all.
You booked it a little bit a couple of years ago where it's like, I want to go to other places, and all you ever talk about is going to Orlando.
I do want to go to other places, and then I see the price of other places and look at what you get for the same amount of money in Orlando and go, right, so that's all my park tickets and food and everything sorted out. This holiday, I have to entertain myself.
Yeah, because there's now
I have
to
to
do
find
there.
somewhere to eat, and I have to sit on a beach or beside a pool board. Right.
For the Americans listening, they get pretty extreme discounts on Orlando destination. It's like, for Americans, it's like when we go to Las Vegas. Like we get, like they subsidize, Las Vegas subsidizes like plane airfare and stuff like that. So you get really cheap airfare.
Oh,
there.
no, we do not get cheap airfare.
The airfare.
Well, not airfare, but you get like very cheap tickets.
We do. We get
Yeah,
we
our
get great
park
deals
tickets.
on tickets.
I mean, Darren, you and I had a conversation back in 2015 when we bought our Halloween Horror Nights tickets, and if we'd have gone every night that our Halloween Horror Nights tickets covered, I think we could have gone for something like 6 nights over a 2-week period. If we'd have been there for 2 weeks, it would have cost us something like $15 a night.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? But yeah, it's just part of everyday life. We must literally talk about Orlando every single day. If it's not the podcast and we're not watching somebody's vlog or something, we're just reminiscing about this, that, or the other. Dinner times when the kids were younger always used to be, let's do an A to Z at the parks.
Yeah,
And you had to
like
name
characters
something.
or rides
and it's just
sad as hell.
it's all we do. Today I was listening to the soundtrack, the Al's Adventure
I haven't listened to
soundtrack.
that for a while, actually.
While I was doing the housework. It's just there. Let's face it, I've got a full sleeve of Zeus characters, and the love of that came from going over there.
I mean, Darren, you've got a tattoo now that's kind of Universal related as well.
yeah, my shining tattoo from Halloween Horror Nights. So.
Chris, you need a tattoo. You're the
I was
only one
gonna
that
say.
doesn't have a parks, or I'm assuming you don't have a parks-related tattoo.
Nope. I may just need to fall down escalators and get like a tattoo of an E on my leg.
It's free.
Chris, that's an interesting question for you. Obviously, only being part of the show for 6 months, but how has it made any impact on you at this point, as far as the parks and life, I suppose?
I mean, yeah, it hasn't been too long being on the show, but I mean, obviously doing this, every other week with you guys, developed a friendship with you guys so far, and that's been awesome. And in reference to us going to the parks, I mean, we go to the parks fairly often for not living there, living a few hours away.
Yeah.
But I mean, there'll be things like that I'll think about the show and how we can maybe, add something in there. Or, for example, like Alexa, she's a, big fan of the show as well. And so like, last time we went out over there, she would just kind of come up with ideas, and she's like, oh, we should go do this, or go take a picture of this, or maybe ask these people this and all this stuff. So, it's cool. It changes the way you go out there. It changes the way you think about the parks and everything. We still have a great time. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just kind of changing, the perspective you have.
Yes, you mean like pestering creative team members in the restaurants.
Exactly. Yeah, like, being super fans or whatever the case may be. She's like turns around. Oh, thank you for everything you do. I don't think a regular person that goes to the park would say that.
That's good though, but if it was someone we didn't know and it was any of us, we wouldn't say anything, because you'd be like, oh my god, there's a creative team member behind us. Don't say anything. I wouldn't.
I would.
Yeah.
That's something that's come from this confidence for me.
I still haven't. When it comes to face, I haven't still got.
I think that's the thing. I think being part of this has put a lot of things in perspective. It's why I don't get nervous before interviews. It's why, on the odd occasion, I have had somebody who's friended me on Facebook that suddenly realised that I genuinely am UUOP's Tracy, has geeked out. So I very, very quickly and calmly just kind of said, I'm just a person. I still have to do all the laundry. I still have to take a shower I'm just a person.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No, I was reading it in, so you don't have to edit or bleep.
I said I'll bleep. It's fine.
And it's put a lot of things like that in perspective. But by the same token, I'm a bit more outspoken, and I'm not shy now about approaching people. That sounds really bad, but so yeah. If I recognised a member of creative, I'd totally go up to him.
It's that weird thing, like everyone, when you do this, you've got to have a certain ego, because at the end of the day, you're talking into a microphone expecting people to listen to it. So there's got to be some sort of ego there to a certain extent. But I certainly haven't got it, because like when you talk to people, and Tracy's always like, "Oh, did you mention the podcast?" Like, "Oh, I was talking to someone that mentioned it, like Universal." It's like, do you listen to the? Did you mention about the podcast? I'm like, no, I hate bringing it up. And the prime example of it was when we went for our RIP tour at Halloween Horror Nights, and we all went upstairs, and then Tyler came up about 5 minutes later, and we were like, "Oh, where's Lon?" And he's like, "Oh, he's downstairs. He hasn't bought a ticket." And I was like, "I've told everyone they need a Halloween Horror Nights ticket." He said, "It's all right, we're sorting him one out." So I went downstairs, and Lon was sorting out getting his Halloween Horror Nights ticket. And he started telling the guys, there was 3 young lads behind the desk selling him his ticket. And he's like, "Oh, this is Lee. He hosts the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast. Come on, tell them about it." And I'm like, no, too shy. I don't want to talk about it. And he's like, "Oh, yes, David." And I'm like, "Oh, my God." And I just get so embarrassed.
Why? You work hard
I don't know. I don't know.
I have a whole spiel and it just comes out. If anybody shows the slightest interest, that's it.
I don't know. It's weird, because I want the thing to grow at the end of the day. I don't know.
That's okay. I'll be PR then.
It's just weird. I mean, like Chris, exactly what you said. You go into the parks with a very different viewpoint. For us, even more so. When we go over, and it's a double-edged sword, because we go over, and it's the working holidays to a certain extent. Especially for me, I can't switch off, and I've been chastised for it before. I think we mentioned a couple of weeks ago about me having to ride the carousel, because when the kids were on it, instead of watching the kids, I was on my phone tweeting and Instagramming and stuff. But that's me, and it is to the detriment of those holidays a little bit. But as far as the show goes, it has become as much of my life as anything else in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because people don't realise that doing a podcast, I think you sit down for an hour and then that's it. There you go. There's a podcast. And it's like, whoa, I wish.
Yeah.
There's way more to it than that. And there's times when, I'll be honest, over the last 7 years, it's caused arguments.
Of course it has.
It's caused stress. I'll be honest, there's a number of occasions within the last 2 or 3 years where I've considered jacking it in. Because it's
just after an argument, you've spit your dummy out.
That means not doing the podcast anymore. Now what you're thinking.
All right, no, jacking. Yeah, okay. I'll be honest, the closest time was before I did the podcast documentary. It was doing that gave me that spur to carry it on again. I was in quite a dark place at that point, and I came up with that idea. And because we've got a point now over Christmas where we pre-record the shows over Christmas, so we can take time off, and that definitely helps.
Yes.
Yeah. But the biggest thing for me that we take away and what's changed in my life is the amount of people in my life now that if it wasn't for the podcast, I wouldn't have. Everyone I'm sat talking to here now, Chris, we've only really known you for 6 months, and I feel like you're part of our family already.
Family.
I was thinking that as I said it. All the friends that we've made, and
it's crazy. I know I've said it numerous times. I can go into our local town shopping on a Saturday and not see a single person I know in the town that I grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we came over to to Universal. We spent a week on Universal property in 2015, and there wasn't a single day went by where we didn't bump into someone in the parks that we knew.
Yeah.
That's 4,500 miles away from home.
Yeah.
And it's bizarre.
Yeah, I just looked on Facebook, Lee, and we have 121 mutual friends.
That's a lot.
That's from the podcast.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And you live in 2 different countries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's it when it comes to Christmas. About 3/4 of the cards or emails, as I'm sending so we can donate to charity instead. But 3/4 of them are to friends and family that we've made through the podcast. You know,
Yeah.
normal everyday people. Yeah, whatever.
It's true.
It is.
Like my life now is sat in front of the TV with my laptop on, usually with half a dozen chat windows up on Facebook talking to different people.
And the nice thing is, though, that obviously we're touching other people's lives to some degree. You know, helping some, amusing others. You know,
Pissing other people
off. But every single person, whether we've met them, we've become friends with them, or they've just sent us an email, every single person out there who's done that has actually touched our lives as well.
Yeah.
And do you know what? You listeners need to realise that it's not just a one-way street. We take a lot from you as well. Every interaction that we have on Twitter and Facebook, it's really nice. It the responses that we get make all of this worthwhile, because otherwise we're just 4 idiots sitting around talking crap, aren't we?
Fair enough, I think we are anyway.
I
But
mean, we still are, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just chatting with people, and yeah, it's just nice.
It's like there's times when I come in from work on a Monday night and I'm tired, and I just think, I can't be asked to sit down, set up, and go through the rigmarole of recording all this, and we'll sit down and we'll spend 5 or 10 minutes just chatting before, and it'll totally pull me out of the funk that I was in.
You see your eyes open and you come back to life.
It shows how much of a meaningful part of my life it is, that it will pull me out of those. Even when I'm not in the mood to do it, that within 10 minutes I'm like, yeah, I know why I do this now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Or those 30-minute pre-show talks sometimes.
Yes.
Usually about crap.
Yeah.
That always happens when we have to start on time.
Yeah, they're
For
the
some
worst
reason or
ones.
another,
When you've got
and
an
we never
interview
do.
lined up after the first show, and it's like, we need to get finished because there's someone. Anyway.
Yeah.
Now, Lee and Tracy, question for you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
You guys have, obviously a huge love for this, and you talked about, having conversations at dinner time. Has that passion and love gone down to your kids as well?
Oh, absolutely. I'd have sent them back if it hadn't.
Yes.
I'd have unadopted them.
Yeah,
Oh,
without a doubt.
really?
We'll put
Well,
it this
maybe.
way. I'm getting pestered quite incessantly at the moment because Jade wants to be on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's desperate
Ooh.
to be on. Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah.
We need to get that younger demographic.
Mhm.
absolutely.
Well, even down to
let her
the
take over.
point where we're considering like our own little line of blog posts
Yeah.
just to keep her happy. You know.
And even
That'd be
doing
cool.
Yeah.
a producers club roundtable, but with kids.
Oof, you can. I'd be like herding
Oh,
cats.
yeah, I'll-
You can do that one. I haven't got the patience.
No. But yeah, I mean, again, we talk about it with, Raymond's away at uni, yet he came home this weekend and it's like, oh, have you seen the reviews for Fast and Furious? It's like, no, I haven't. Oh, it's supposed to be terrible. But whenever we mention Halloween Horror Nights, his eyes light up.
Yeah. Considering he wasn't sure the first time we were taking him, he wasn't sure about it at all.
Well, he's not a Halloween fan.
And he's not a horror fan either.
Yeah, you mentioned Halloween Horror Nights and his eyes
loves it.
sparkle.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
He does. He absolutely
That's
loves it. And then we've got little freak upstairs.
She absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, she's just not fazed by it in the slightest. At 11 years old, yeah. Apart from American Werewolf in London.
Yeah. That
The
kid
first
rocks.
time. After that, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she wouldn't. No, because she went through it twice, didn't she?
Twice,
She
because
wouldn't.
I had to miss the last
No,
one.
she went through it once with us the first night, and then the RIP, she did it twice and then wouldn't go through it
Yeah.
again.
No.
And I think the bear in the 25 years house freaked out. She said she doesn't like animals.
Oh.
Like
She lived in the
Oh,
wrong
nah.
house then.
No, thank you.
scary animals she doesn't like.
Oh.
Demigorgon's fine, but an animal?
Was that one of your questions, by the way, Chris? Or was that just something you just thought about?
It was. It just kind of came up right now.
Because we've got no idea where this is going, but Tracy's idea was to come up with some questions to
Don't blame me if this goes wrong.
because it was your idea. So, Darren, I'm going to throw it to you,
Oh.
and you can pick whichever question you want.
Oh.
Whether it
okay.
be your parks-related question or your non-parks.
Can I just say that I came up with this idea and I have struggled like hell to come up with ideas with questions.
Me too, to the point where I didn't really come up with them all the way.
Sorry.
Came up with some ideas. Oh, thanks for coming up with me firstly. Well, one thing I was going to ask was like which like this is my parks related question. It doesn't relate specifically to Universal either. It's all the parks. Like, is there an attraction to you guys that you like particularly geek out over and like have like a collection for? Or anything like that, because I do have one, so I'll talk about it after you guys.
I think for us, it's probably the Tower of Terror, isn't it?
Oh, I love the Tower of Terror.
Yeah,
because when like the first time we went over to Orlando, we rode that millions of times.
I would have just run round and round and round and round, but Lee's tummy went.
And we've got
Lee's tummy.
We've got one of the bath towels.
Yeah, we've got a towel, got a door hanger.
Yeah, and we toyed with the idea of buying the big toweling robes as well, didn't
we? Yeah.
Yeah, I love that ride.
That's pretty cool.
That's always the ride to me. When I wasn't so much a Disney curmudgeon as I am now,
which I'm working on.
That was the ride to me that it was quintessential Disney. It shows you everything that they do perfectly. You know, from the theming of the attraction, from the minute you walk through those gates, it's stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, like perfectly worn down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the ride itself is thrilling.
Yeah.
But not it's that thing where like you compare it like for like to Doctor Doom. It literally is what it is.
I won't ride Doctor Doom.
It's a slingshot. It's a whatever they're called. It's not a drop tower because it shoots you up, but whatever they're called. But that's it. Whereas the Tower of Terror's got, you know, that the opening scene. See, I love that with the mirror effect that floats down. So you've got that little scene, and then the Fifth Dimension segment where you actually come out and move down the corridor, and then the little bits in it. It's not, for all it's a very simple attraction, just a basic drop tower.
Oh, it's brilliant.
It's everything else, just elevates it above anything else of that type of ride for me.
Mm-hmm. But the same ilk, there's also Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I adore that as well. To the point where if we ever have a small downstairs bathroom, that's the theme.
Yeah.
Because I think that a little loo decorated like that would be
it's
amazing.
Funny, isn't it? How we've gone to Disney attractions.
Well, I'm trying to keep out of Universal because that's what we talk all the time.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, I was going to go with Haunted Mansion, or if we're not picking Universal, it would be like Haunted Mansion or Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was going to say, and I love Pirates.
That's just such a fun ride, and it's one of those things I'd love, nostalgic things and rides, and that one's been there forever. And it's a cool experience. You can still ride it today and have the same feeling you do when you're on Haunted Mansion.
Yep.
How do you feel about the changes then, Chris?
Which changes? The recent ones?
Yeah, the redhead one's probably the most recent one, isn't it?
Honestly, I think it's dumb, right? You know, I get why they're doing it. I don't think that... I didn't know if there was any like outcry against it, or if they're proactively like changing things because of the sentiment of things today. I didn't see it as a big deal. I've been with plenty of people. I've never heard anyone ever say like, "Hey, they should change that." You know. So, like I said, I think it may be something that Disney was trying to proactively, go against, just in case something changes in the near future.
I think that's crazy.
It's still a great ride, and there's rum inside the ride too, so that's always a good thing.
Oh yes, pirate juice.
It is. I think it's something that Universal lacks. They haven't really got any slow moving dark rides, where if you're feeling a bit ropey or you're just not a thrill rider, that you've got those rides in there.
Let's bring back Jaws.
E.T.
Cat in the Hat. There you go.
Yeah, you got Cat in the Hat.
E.T.
Hide the Sky Zoo's trolley train ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's about it, really.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Men in Black would qualify if it wasn't for the spinning.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I was going to say that, and I got to the same point you did when it kind of went, oh yeah, I forget it really spins at the end.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Well, I've got one that actually goes straight off the back of that then.
Yeah.
So
Darren, Darren
sorry,
hasn't answered.
no, sorry, Darren.
Oh yeah, well, mine is the Haunted Mansion. Nina and I have collected a lot. We had a Disney annual pass for a year, and that whole time I just used it as a discount to get Haunted Mansion merchandise. Basically, we've got the picture frames that we got our pictures taken at the
Memento Mori.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, it's actually incredibly affordable. I think it was $20 to do that, and you get like a nice 8x10 print that changes into one of the Haunted Mansion ghouls.
Cool.
Like a lenticular print, which is pretty cool. So definitely recommend doing that. It's a lot of fun. And then you stand there by the wall and the music plays and your pictures, your portraits come out of the wall. There's some guy on the back just tossing it through there, but it's a lot of fun.
where do you do this at?
At Memento Mori, the gift shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have a little curtained off area, and that's what that's for. It's for taking portraits. Yeah, and they have like an old school style portrait that they do, and they have like a whole spiel that they do when they go through it, which is a lot of fun too. They tell you like not to smile, like if you start smiling, they're like, "Please don't smile."
I'm at Disney. Why would I?
We've got the Haunted Mansion sign, like the reproduction of the sign on the wall on the outside.
Awesome.
We've got that in our kitchen. We've got the placemats and everything. We've got the statues of the family that kind of like tell a story in the queue. It's like 5.
The busts. The
5 busts.
Mm-hmm.
They tell a story about how the money moved through the family basically until the last one died and burned it all up. It's pretty dark for Disney, so we had to pick that one up for sure. But that's what that was the first attraction that really caught me coming to Florida. So it's something that's really stuck with me the whole time. So.
Yeah, I love the Haunted Mansion. Like you say, Pirates of the Caribbean Haunted Mansion.
Can I just add one extra in, since I've kind of like said the same ones? I also love Splash Mountain.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
And I think it's testament to how good that is that you're not really a water ride person.
No, and I will do that every time.
Yeah. I think the whole time we had the pass, I only did it one time because, I am not a water ride person. But it was a lot of fun. It was cool.
It was awesome. Right, so you're going to go into yours. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back.
Have you taken a stroll down Diagon Alley and visited Gringotts Bank, grabbed a butterbeer and the 3 broomsticks after a long day touring Hogwarts Castle? No? Then what are you waiting for? Let our team of experts help make your dream a reality. At Mouse Muggle Travel Company, we specialize in all things Universal Orlando Resort and promise to do our very best to put together a vacation package that fits your needs, wants, and budget. At Universal, there truly is an option for everyone. Or if you're leaning a little more towards pixie dust rather than wands and potions, we specialize in Disney destinations as well. So, if you're ready to get started planning your next family vacation, let Mouse and Muggle Travel Company do all the hard work for you. You have nothing to lose, as our services are free to you. Just visit us at mouseandmuggle.com to fill out a no-obligation quote request, or send an email to info@mouseandmuggle.com. And remember, whether you're a mouse or a muggle, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company can help make your next vacation simply magical.
Hello and welcome back. I didn't really know how to do that there. And then because this isn't getting edited, that's going to stay in there and I'm not going to redo it. So Tracy, what was yours?
It was if you could steal an attraction or a franchise from Disney or one of the other parks,
You've nicked my question.
What would it be?
A ride?
An attraction or a franchise?
From anywhere?
From any of the other parks.
God,
it's pointless stealing one from Universal.
That's tough because that
Maybe I've
opens
assumed
the
I'm going to you
floor to a
first.
lot. I'm just I'm like openly trying to give people time to
think.
think.
I'll just leave it. When you've got one, just come in. Obviously, I've got one, but I'll wait until the end.
Well, I'll go with the Haunted Mansion again on that one for sure. And I'll go with the Haunted Mansion franchise, which includes like Phantom Manor and everything else too.
Yeah, because that's
awesome
so
ones.
much different from the Haunted Mansion. So much different.
Yeah, and the Shanghai one as well. It's like the ones that I probably will not be able to ever go to those parks. Yeah. I would like to be able to see them. So, and on top of that, those are like the one thing I want from Disney at the moment. All the other attractions I'm kind of cool with for a while. So, but if I could get I always say if I could get a Haunted Mansion pass for Disney, just pay like $5 a month and like only ride the Haunted Mansion, I would buy that for sure. So that would be a really cool thing to pull over, I think, is just like all the different Haunted Mansion rides.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me, it's a franchise that hasn't been built out yet, but Star Wars.
Okay,
that's the money right there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Just because that's my thing, and I'd rather have Universal have it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see porgs being sold at every corner.
No, I agree.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
See, for me, as far as rides and franchise, it's already there. It's already at Universal.
What, Marvel?
Potter. Marvel? What? Do you even know
How
me?
to get a rise out of Lee?
Like, Harry Potter is my thing.
Yeah.
And Forbidden Journeys, everything I would want from a Harry Potter
but that aside,
ride. I know.
Attraction
It's
or
difficult
franchise?
because I immediately went, and it's something that potentially they could do because they own the rights to it. I'd love to see that How to Train Your Dragon thing
but
from
that's not in
Dubai.
Well, it's in Dubai, but
And it looks amazing. And considering that's what we'd originally heard was the ride system for the coaster that's replacing Dragon Challenge, which I was actually listening to Coaster Radio today, and apparently it's going to be a Hagrid coaster where you will ride on. I'm going to have to
hopefully not Hagrid.
give Alicia a nudge and see if she's heard anything about this, but apparently it'll be a motorbike and sidecar.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Which would lend credence to something she told me will be in there.
Interesting.
So that could be interesting. But that How to Train Your Dragon ride at Motion Gate in Dubai looks amazing.
Okay.
Because it's a Forbidden Journey level type attraction that it's got screens in there, but only when they couldn't do what they needed to do with physical effects. And then there's still actual, like a toothless animatronic and what's he called? The young lad. I haven't seen them for so long. I know his real name is. What's he called?
John Boy.
That's the Waltons. His real name's Jay Baruchel or whatever how you pronounce it, isn't it?
John Boy, exactly. JB.
Can't remember. Anyway, it looks stunning.
Yeah, I'm going to be thinking about that all the time now.
If it was a
And everybody's screaming it at you.
If it was a Disney attraction, I'd go with something like Expedition Everest, actually.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. So I have to complain there's no slow and steady rides.
Yeah, but you can go to Disney for them. That doesn't make sense, does it, at all? But anyway.
Yeah, heard it here first, folks.
Tough.
You want some slow rides? Go to Disney.
Like Mystic
Universal
Manor.
could figure out the Yeti.
Yeah. Like Darren mentioned, Mystic Manor out in... Is it Shanghai Disney Mystic Manor's in?
Yeah.
I mean, that I haven't actually watched the YouTube video of it, but everything I've heard of it sounds amazing.
It is. That one is really cool. The trackless system and everything. And that one is really, really neat. The effects are like ones that I haven't even seen since then. I was really hoping, some of the newer attractions coming over here would use them, but that one was really, really cool. And then, also at Disneyland Paris, Phantom Manor over there too is pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it, when you think, like, for the most part, America's the front runners in sort of theme park technology, yet there's no park I can think of in America that's used that trackless ride system to its full extent.
SeaWorld?
A lot of people...
Ride?
Wait, you're talking about the Penguin ride?
See, I like that, but I don't think it's still used.
That's to the fullest extent it could possibly be used. I mean, you spin around the room.
Yeah, but it's
not like
and
that
it gets
ride.
gradually colder and colder.
No, I like it.
I like it. It's on my
I like
list.
that ride. I'll be honest.
It's not a terrible ride, but
It serves a
It's
purpose.
all about the payoff at the end, that reveal for the
exactly,
penguins.
Okay, for that, yes.
Yeah, it's a way of keeping you entertained while they bring you from 40-degree Florida heat to freezing cold penguin encounter.
Yeah, so you don't get hypothermia immediately when you step into the
But as a ride in
enclosure.
itself, yeah, it's
What's it called?
Empire. Is it Antarctica or Empire of the Penguin?
That's what it is.
I believe so.
You see, that's one of the things that I would... Something similar.
Yeah, I love that
Very
area in
across.
SeaWorld. Most people don't like that attraction. Personally, I do, and I love the whole area, especially at night.
Food's good over there as well.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, you see, I've not gone that sort of in depth, even though that's my question. And
Well, that's not really a surprise.
Well, no, it's not, because sometimes keeping it simple is how you should go. We need something like the Liberty Square Riverboat.
Well, I have said that before, that there's not a lot of just daft transport in the parks.
There's plenty of waterway there to do a good lap. And it's a way of people chilling out. Getting to see the lands just from,
Well, we know it was there. The Skipper
I
Island.
know.
The boat.
Yeah.
But they
I
just
don't
bring back a
understand
bigger
why
one.
they won't do it.
So they did something like that. Or the TTM. TTM. TTA.
What's
That's
a
why.
TTM?
That's because I've looked down.
The
TTA.
Tomorrowland Transit
on the-
Mover.
I've got TTA and PM. That's why.
See, I
So
love
it's people
that.
moving. Yeah, and it's another way of chilling out. But what I like about the TTA is how you have slow bits and fast bits and
Yeah,
light
because of
bits
the-
and dark bits and.
But that's effectively what the High in the Sky Zeus trolley train
Zeus,
ride
yeah.
is kind of.
It's more, the
Kind of.
Zeus ride is higher octane, shall we say? Because you're getting told a story. There's lots to see. It's it's very colourful. It's constantly stimulating you.
You can see how crappy the top of all those buildings are with all the rainwater on it. And the sneetches look like they need a bath.
Yeah.
How do you know
Yeah, I
that
think
they're not naturally dirty?
I think at Islands of Adventure they could do that with like one of the that boat ride that goes along like the outer ring of the lake there. Just incorporate some like caves and stuff like that as you go through some of the more uninteresting areas. I think that would be pretty cool.
Absolutely. I mean, we've already done the Liberty Square Riverboat once, haven't we?
Yeah.
The kids have never been on. Oops. Yeah, 2005, I think it was. We did it.
No, I think it was
it
the
4?
first time we went.
But I really enjoyed it, and again, I think this is the thing though, especially us Brits, we come across, we're there for 1, 2 or 3 weeks, and it is usually just go, go, go all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So to have that 30 minutes or so where you can't go anywhere, you've got to sit down.
Well, it's like the one for me is the Magic Kingdom Railroad.
Love that. We usually start with a lap, don't
Yeah, I
we?
love that.
Get our bearings.
And Universal need something like that. And I know they're trying to position
It's-
themselves that they're not a Disney park, but I just think people need that break, especially for how screen heavy the park is now. I've said before, when we came over in 2015 and spent the entire week on property, when you're going from one screen to the next one,
I was burned out by the end of it.
It does grate on you
Get
rather
screen
quickly.
burn. Ha ha.
I haven't got my thing attached.
Sorry.
Did Chris answer? Was Chris answered? I can't remember what he said. Chris, did you answer?
Oh, we've been talking about this one so long. Did I?
Yes.
I can't even remember.
I think it was
Star
the
Wars.
first
Oh, yes, he did, yes.
Star Wars. Yes, that's right. Okay.
Somebody was listening.
So, Chris,
Thank
do you
you.
want to throw a question out? Because we're not going to get to all of these now. So it's entirely up to you, whichever one you pick.
Okay. So, I guess let me do a non-park
Yeah.
related
Oh,
one.
God.
And this one, it's for everybody, but I think it focuses more on you guys.
Oh, no.
What would you guys be doing with your time if you didn't have the podcast?
Oh, that's one of my questions, so that's all right.
Yeah. And Darren, that's for you too. But I know Lee,
Lee's
put a lot of time into this.
Yeah.
I honestly don't
sleep.
know.
He'd probably do.
But at the moment, yeah, if with the podcast stopped today, I would get caught up on a lot of sleep. I'd be able to catch up and binge a lot of TV that I haven't got time to watch as
He'd
well,
be decorating
probably.
his bachelor pad.
I don't know. It's hard to think because it is so much part of my life at this point. Like, I'm constantly, wherever I am, thinking about content for the show or ways to improve it or things we can add, and I mean constantly. And to take that away, I'd probably still do it. I'd probably still find myself doing it, even though they go, oh no, it's pointless, isn't it? Because we're not doing it anymore.
That's so sad.
That place.
Leah's like in a corner in a dark room, just like
talking to myself. I'd probably still just sit down.
Info.
Yeah, sit in the bathroom every Monday night and just talk to myself for 2 hours.
You can sit next to me and just talk to yourself.
Yeah, it's got a little effigy of Hunter there on the desk.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know.
Read more.
You'd
You'd have time to read more.
I would probably the stuff that I don't find that I have time for, like now, like you say, reading, like playing on my PlayStation, probably a lot more. I don't get a lot of time for that between work and doing this. I'd probably know what was going on with most of the TV shows we are actually watching rather than watching it over the top of a laptop screen.
Or from behind closed eyes.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I don't know.
You notice how he didn't say spend more time with his family?
Well, I would, obviously.
Well, no, you're going to be reading and playing on your PlayStation.
Writing letters to the Darlington football team.
That's okay. I'll just be ignoring you as well because I'll just be doing more crafting.
I honestly,
more reading.
It's such a weird...
Traveling more, going to Universal.
I mean, it's a totally pertinent question, but I honestly don't know. I can't imagine not having it.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for you guys, because I mean, I just started the beginning of the year, but you know, you guys have been at it for 6 years.
7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to remember my life without doing this now.
No, it's weird. So about you, Darren?
Oh. Probably playing a lot of video games. I don't know. It's like, the only thing that's like ever like an issue for me is it's like kind of cuts the Monday right down the middle.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, you're behind the curtain, right? So we record at like 3:00 Eastern time. So, you know, that's like right in the middle of the day there. So you kind of got to get your stuff done in the morning or, you know, save it for afterwards, hopefully, if you can get anything done. Because like you said, we'll talk for half an hour, 45 minutes beforehand and then record, you know, a show every week, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows at this point we do two every 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah. So, you know, on those weeks, you know, Monday is pretty much try to get what you can do on the outside edges of that. But,
Yeah.
So, you know, so if I didn't have the show to do, then I would probably do more things, you know, like getting out there with my camera and doing more photography and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be podcasting, to be honest.
But I've just realised that what I'd probably be doing is I'd be at night school because it seems to be every course that I see that I go, oh, I'd like to do that. Damn it, it's a Monday night. Every single one's a Monday night. So that'd be what I would be doing, but I'd rather be doing this.
I was going to say I was about to say I'll enjoy my Monday nights a bit more, but that sounds wrong. Because like
especially now he's heard what I would be doing.
Kind of like the same with you, Darren. It splits your day in half. For me, Monday's done. Because by the time I come in from work, I sit down, I stick my tea down my neck, I go and jump in the shower, then I'm setting up, I'm recording for 2 to 3 hours, and then by the time we're finished, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'll maybe watch half an hour of TV, have a cup of tea, and then I'm bed and I'm back up for work the next morning. Monday's just a done day for me at that point.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. I'd probably be able to chill out a bit more. But I don't know whether I want to.
No.
Here's to podcasting. They make it sound such a
we do love
an
it.
attractive proposition, doesn't it? You don't have a life, by the way, if you do a podcast.
But the satisfaction.
Absolutely.
Right, you, Chris, obviously, like you say, you've only been at it 6 months at this point, but
it's fairly new at it. I mean, I guess it's not what I would be doing because I was doing that 6 months ago. I just, it's a great way to, I guess, break up some of the monotony of the week. I mean, even though the week just started, it's something to look forward to doing. While it is, especially for you guys, Lee as well, coming up with stuff, I like to try to think as well, and it gives you more, I guess, more tasks to do in your own mind if you do that to yourself, which I do sometimes. But yeah, if I wasn't doing it, I'd just be kind of doing the regular monotony of the week, that I would probably do on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep.
So
let's say I wouldn't be chatting to people on Facebook half as much as I do.
No.
Which is so that's where it is a good thing. That's people say the internet it can be a dark place, and I think when it comes to something like this, you realise what a good thing the internet is, because without it, we wouldn't be doing this.
No.
We wouldn't have the friends that we have, because you wouldn't, like, especially for us, only getting over every sort of 3 or 4 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't see those people yet, because we're on Facebook and stuff. You can keep in touch with those people on a daily basis and know what's going on in their lives, as well as being able to talk to them.
And that's how friends become family.
Absolutely.
Family.
You've got a question?
I have. I'm going to throw, because I think we're probably at this point, we're just about done. So I'll throw mine out there and we've all asked one. I'm going to, because you kind of nicked my park one.
It's my idea.
I'm going to throw a non-park related one that will definitely pull the curtains back. 'Cause I'm actually quite interested, because I don't know.
Oh, good grief,
about
do you
this
ever
at Chris.
shut up?
The question is, what job did you want to do as a child?
That's me as a question.
Right. And what jobs have you done up to now? And I'm going to throw that one to Darren first off.
So, what did I want to do when I was a kid? I wanted to be an astronaut.
Really?
That was like the first one. Yeah. I wanted to go to space camp so bad.
Awesome.
After watching the movie.
Yeah. Oh, I loved that film.
Yeah, I was like, I could accidentally go to space too. That would be so great. But yeah, I definitely wanted to be an astronaut when I was little, or something to do with science for sure. I wanted to be a scientist. That did not happen as of yet. Don't really think I would go that route anymore anyway.
Tesla.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Yeah, if I can work for SpaceX, Tesla, yeah. Elon Musk, if you want to adopt me, if you're listening now, please adopt me. What have I done up to this point? Let's see. The first job I ever had was working at the Renaissance Festival here in Largo.
Okay.
Picked up garbage.
All right.
And parked cars in a very, very dusty parking lot that only got used once a year. So, a nice layer of dust kicks up every year. And they would just send the underage kids out there to park the cars and get black lung. And then send them inside to pick up garbage. Like really disgusting garbage too. I'd go home covered in beer. My mom would have to she had a Firebird at the time, so she'd cover the seats with like 20 towels.
Yeah.
Like to go pick me up. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, go pick up your 14-year-old that reeks of beer, because we were having beer fights in the back.
It's a waste of beer.
Over everything. Yes, and the great food standards of the late 90s of hey, there's mold on these bread bowls. Oh, just cut them out.
I know you're laughing at. You do the same.
And on top of that, you've just been picking up garbage, so your hands are probably pretty gross. You want to wash those? Nah. No, that's okay. Well, that's Renaissance Festival, folks. It's authentic.
Yeah.
What else have I done? I worked at Blockbuster Video.
Hey.
I was a clerk. That was like one of my favorite jobs. Yes.
That was challenging is Inner Randall.
Yeah.
Yes. That was great. Yeah, just because you get to rent 7 movies, you have 7 movies out at a time, and they encourage you to see all the movies 2 weeks before they came out.
Awesome.
So that you know what to talk to people about. And as I worked there from when I was like 16 to 18, so that was a pretty cool job to have at that time, and play all the video games too. That was kind of what I focused on, was getting all the games and being able to help people out with that stuff. So
I had a best friend that worked for Blockbuster. It was nice having someone that worked there, especially when you were an avid video collector at the time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and they'd make us quote unquote destroy the videos, the DVDs and videos that were overstocked. So you just put them in a box and put them out by the dumpster and pick them up on your way out and go home with them.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that was a pretty great job, I gotta say. And then for a very long time, for the last 15 years, I've been working at the Nielsen Company. Which is the TV ratings company. And that's about all I can say about that without getting in trouble for
Without getting
being
shot.
working at the Nielsen Company. So.
Yeah.
Trace,
Me?
what did you want to be as a child?
Two things actually. Initially, I wanted to be a vet. Then my first biology lesson in school, with the only biology teacher in the school, realised that we didn't get along, and I wouldn't be taking biology further than the lessons I had to. So I didn't do any exams in biology, so I knew I wasn't going to be a vet. And then I wanted to be a mortician.
Well, that's something you've talked about
Yes.
like forever.
Yeah. And the stuffy old man who was the careers advisor told me that nice girls don't do that. You're going to be a secretary. So I was very quiet.
The stuffy old man says you don't stuff old men.
Yes.
All right, I get that, but
Yes. Moving swiftly on. And yeah, so being quiet as I was then, it was kind of like, oh, okay then. So I got all my secretarial qualifications and promptly became a dental nurse. So that was handy,
as a
wasn't it?
stopgap job.
As a stopgap job. That lasted 13 years. And then I retired when we adopted the kids.
That was 13 years
That
ago.
was 13 years ago. And now I'm looking for work, so if anybody has any. But I have volunteered in the charity shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I ran a tea room for a year
You did.
on a voluntary basis. If anybody from the tax office is listening. And well, it was voluntary. I didn't make any money from it. Just got old cake. That was fun. To be honest, that is something I would like to revisit.
I wouldn't. I put a lot of weight on over that year.
Yeah, not the only one.
It's like, oh, we haven't sold this cake today and it won't last till next week, so
No.
we'll have to eat it. Oh, brilliant.
I was walking the dog in the village last week and somebody asked me if I was still running the tea room. And I said no. And she's like, why ever not? Obviously, you haven't noticed because it's been closed for 18 months.
Yeah. You obviously haven't stopped by, have you?
Yeah.
That's why, because no one came.
Well, it was badly located,
Anyway.
you know. But yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Chris?
When I was a kid, I wanted to be in space in a different way. Like I wanted to get abducted by aliens. and
Okay.
go to space.
Is that a job? Do you get paid for that?
I don't know. I mean, I was always a big, I grew up on science fiction because my dad was a huge science fiction, fan. So I wanted like something like Flight of the Navigator to have like a,
Cool.
pick me up and like do adventures. Like that was my thing. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really have like, I want to be like a doctor or anything like that. I was also, my parents got me a Nintendo when I was like 2.5 or 3.
What?
I guess. Yeah, I was really young. They also took me to the parks when I was like 6 months old or 3 months old, something like that. So they're great parents. But yeah, I've always had a fascination with electronics. And growing up, I was obsessed with video games, like most people were.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to be like a programmer, I want to make video games. And then at one point I was like, I want to own a GameStop or like a Babbage, just a game store. I was just obsessed with games. But I think I always fell along the track of, something in technology. When my parents got their first computer, I was just obsessed with it. It was like an old Tandy computer with Windows.
One.
I don't know. One, yeah. One of those two.
Window then.
Windows I.
Just window.
I just open a command prompt and just start hitting random keys. I'm like, I'm a programmer now. Yeah. But yeah, when I went to go, my first couple jobs were in sales. So worked at Best Buy in the computer department, coincidentally, and did some retail jobs along the way. Went to school for business/technology, and just kind of made my way into the IT field.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's handy to know.
I'm not programming video games, but
You do realise that the Dave School on the property of Universal Studios Florida, you can do a games programming course.
Now, weirdly, talking about computer programming, going back, I'm going way back, when desktops were only really becoming a thing.
Desktops have always been a thing, as long as desks have been around.
Shh.
Thanks, Darren. Come on, woman, get on with it.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I was part of a team.
Oh, yeah.
Very small group of us, and for some reason I was really good at programming computers to play music. I really don't know where I picked that knack up from. I could do it, and I could program in BASIC as well, which is weird.
Awesome.
And we are still, this company, it's not, the company's defunct now, but this company is still the only one that ever successfully transferred arcade Pac-Man to, what will it have been?
A ROM?
ZX81.
No, it was, I think was it, what, Atari?
What the hell's that? It's like an accordion.
It's just friggin' accordion.
That's the motion you're doing, an accordion.
No, I'm drawing. I'm kind of holding the console in my hand.
What, the one with the dialy knobs on it?
No, it was not that. It was way. I think it was the last.
I didn't even know there was one before that.
No, after.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah,
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, so we're still the only company that did it.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. We were on floppy disk
Oh, God.
at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, excuse me, arcade Pac-Man.
It's just Pac-Man.
Still Pac-Man. Have you done anything like that, mate? No, shut up.
How the hell do you know?
I
I'm
know
still part of the company, the only company that managed to transfer. I don't know. I can't even think of anything.
Yeah, I
Um,
know everything about you. Shut up.
Transfer one set of teeth to another. No.
yeah, I can do that quite comfortably.
With no evidence.
I can transfer his teeth
Um,
quickly.
Well, from being about 8 years old, it's sad. It's sad. It really is. I wanted to be a dentist. I don't know why. I was obsessed with it.
You're a sadist.
Because you saw Little Shop of Horrors and you're like, yeah.
Maybe. Actually,
Yeah.
I hadn't seen Little Shop of Horrors. I think the first time I saw that was when I was about 20. I was quite late to it.
Oh, I love that.
I always remember at school doing one of those like writing projects, you just have to write stuff. And it's like, write down what you want to do when you grow up. And I wrote down, it's funny how these things stick in your head. I want to be either a dentist or a professional darts player. Now, to clarify that, I grew up in a house where my dad played a lot of darts, and we watched like darts in the 80s in Britain. It was huge, and we watched it
In
on
the
the
Northeast,
TV
it's still huge.
all the time.
I want to clarify this. This is darts like throwing it at a dartboard, right?
Yes. Yeah, like an American Werewolf in London. You made me miss. I've never missed that board before. Yeah. Yeah. So I went to school, got my GCSE results, and went, maybe not. Decided that I still wanted to stay in the dental field, and I am now a dental technician, and that's as much as I want to say on the subject quite at the moment, because I'm not particularly happy in my job at the moment. No. But I've been doing that I qualified in 1996, so I've been doing it a long bloody time at this point.
What we need to do is find a way to make money from the podcast.
I would love to do
so we can
this
all retire
as
and
my
do
job.
this
It would be
full
awesome.
time.
And then
We can all use our current professions to get some more Producers Club members. So
yeah.
new added benefits to that are IT support from Chris.
Yeah.
If you need any IT support, just join the Producers Club. Price is going up just a little bit for that, though. If you need any dental work done, Lee will help you out with that.
And I can make cakes.
Yeah.
Yes, Tracy can make cakes.
And crochet
And if you
jumpers.
have any arcade Pac-Mans, she can also translate
Yes.
that over
I
to the
can.
Darren can
accordions.
rate your TV programs.
And exactly. If there's any TV shows you really like and you want to keep on, just
Want to keep them on air? Talk to Darren.
just kidding.
And then
Just kidding.
in between school and now,
Mm-hmm.
I had a paper round. I think most kids did.
I
I
forget about all
hated
that
it. I got
stuff.
paid absolutely nothing, and it was like a 3-hour job, and I think I got paid £1.80. I worked
That's handy in school.
in an old folks' home cleaning.
Old folks?
No, not the old folks. Just the bedrooms and the floors and the kitchens and the dining rooms and that type of thing.
I thought
But
you just sat
it
and
was
ate toast all
disgusting.
day.
No, that was break time. And I dabbled in refereeing 5-a-side and 6-a-side football games for a little bit because I needed some money. So it was
For the
going.
old people?
No, not for old people, for young people. And that's it, really. And as I say, I've been doing this for 22 years at this point, and
Yeah.
there you go. Right. I think that's going to wrap it up.
Oh, it was a different show.
It was very strange. I think we talked about the parks. We still did what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
If we found out a bit more about us and
After 7 years
just a bit of rambling, really.
Well, that's what we do best, isn't it?
Well, originally we were supposed to be recording this episode last week where we had a guest that I still want to come on. I don't want to give it away, but it was the
Red Hot Chili
creator
Peppers.
of my favourite ride in the parks. That's all I'll say at this point.
Ooh.
But before we wrap up, we had a couple of emails I did want to read out. You guys haven't seen these, I assume. And the first one, hang on, something's just happened. The first one is from Jordan Melvin, and he said, "Congratulations on the 300th episode, guys. I've been going through the archives over the past couple of months at work, and it's honestly got me through long work days." And then he mentioned something about Hunter. Someone called Hunter should make a cameo or something.
No, don't ring a bell.
No. Because apparently, whoever he is, he said he was comedy gold. I don't know.
No, that's me.
So we left it. I actually did try and get Hunter to join us for 300, but obviously for the same reason why he's not on the podcast anymore, it didn't line up.
Yeah.
And then Shana Roberts sent us a message. She said, "Hi guys. I just wanted to say congratulations on reaching 300 episodes. It's a huge achievement, especially for two theme park fans from Darlington who started with a simple passion for all things Universal and a Guitar Hero mic. I hate change. I was very anxious about Hunter leaving, and although he will be dearly missed, I can say that I think Chris is an awesome addition, and his level of banter and the bizarre is consistent with your own. Loving the recent episodes. Loving the recent episodes, and especially loved getting nostalgic about rides that are sadly no more. I would have to agree that Jaws would top off my list too, and I have great memories of riding the boat at Halloween Horror Nights, complete with red lights. I am, however, upset that no one mentioned Twister. Thank you for 300 episodes of laughter, inspiration, and information. For those of us who can't get to the parks often, by virtue of geography, we find joy in a stolen hour each week, reminiscing about humid days spent in a bubble of imagination and childish joy. Can't wait for the next 300, Shana."
Aww. That's so nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Darren, of course. You never mentioned Darren, but we'll give Darren a mention.
Of course.
Darren is our Halloween Horror Nights aficionado.
Yes.
And the glue between me and Tracy.
Wow.
Hang on, Darren.
I know that.
Hang on, does he know?
Eh? Nina, if you're listening, I don't know what's going on right now, by the way.
Well, you just said there was something between us and it was Darren.
There's some kind of scandal going on in the show, guys.
Right, well, there you go. That's going to wrap up 300 episodes.
Yes, I just want to say a quick thank you to Chris Rook. Because of him that I've been beard up for this one.
All right.
So, thank you, Chris.
Just want to say thanks to Chris Rock too, for the heck of it.
But, you know,
thank you, Chris Rock. Appreciate it.
With 300 episodes down, it is me, Tracy, Darren, and Chris at this point. But I do want to say a thank you to everyone who's been part of the show. Obviously, Hunter was a part of the show for a long time.
Yeah.
Eric was part of us for a while. Now we've got Seth and Maureen and Alicia and Michelle and Robin.
Yes.
And then obviously Nina and Travis from the Dead Man's Digest.
Yeah.
And we've had so many people who've helped out with the show, or been on the show and stuff. It's, this show isn't just us, it's everyone that contributes.
Absolutely.
To it, all the people who've been on the Producers Club roundtables, we've had a blast. And
the Popcorn Doctor.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I will always remember one of those things that I will take to my grave now will always be God's Pocket. Because that was, I wasn't expecting that, Chris. That was a very interesting episode.
That was a great episode. I learned so much about pockets.
But yeah, it's been awesome, and we ain't going anywhere, and we've got show ideas coming out my arse at this point. Well, so we will be somewhere else. But I don't know whether we'll get another 300. What's another 300 episodes?
I don't know, because we've been going 7 years. Now, how fast has that gone? Doesn't feel like 7 years.
It feels a lot longer.
Oh,
doesn't seem like Universal's slowing down or anything.
Yeah, so we could quite easily be going for another 7 years.
Absolutely.
So,
Cool.
Here's the 300 more.
sorry, people, we're
yeah.
staying.
So from Tracy, Chris, and Darren, I am Lee, and we'll be back next week with the usual shenanigans.
See you at Finnegan's.
Yeah.
Cut, print. That's a wrap for another episode of the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast. Never miss a show by subscribing on Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review while you're there. Not an Apple user? You can listen on Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, or your podcatcher of choice. Email us any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. Keep up with the latest news, rumors, and updates on our blog at uuopodcast.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week.